Kaya yung naunang, di ba? Sure.
Actually, hindi siya in-offer. Like, we had to audition for it.
Nag-send po, nag-send ako ng video.
Yes.
Nag-send siya ng short film.
Mahaba-haba.
Hindi, pero nag-audition tayo live.
Pero nag-audition kami live, tapos nag-send kami ng mga videos. Tapos, ang role na in-audition ko, yung role niya first. Tapos, ayun siya yung nakuha doon. Tapos ako parang, last minute ata ako eh. Last minute ako na-add kasi hindi pwede yung, yung parang first. And then, bigla ako kasi first action ko. So parang, pinagandaan ko po talaga siya.
Actually, we were talking about it earlier. Nag-switch kami ng challenges. Kasi usually he does comedy and I do action. So for this film, nag-switch kami. Ako yung mag-comedy and siya yung action. So challenge siya for us. And yeah, challenge accepted.
So how was it working with Korean actors and producers, production? Yeah.
Ganun po yung nangyayari.
Side-side.
Kasi hindi ko masyadong magkaintindihan mo kasi parang may
translator.
Oo, minsan yung translator wala. Pag wala yung translator, parang sign language. Sobrang, kasi sa action part po, grabe. Like, sobrang bilib na bilib ako dun sa action team, the Mongdol action. Sobrang dami nilang ginawa na action ng mga malalaking film sa Korea. Sobrang honored ako na
Big names.
yeah, big names talaga.
Yeah,
So,
talaga sila.
honored talaga kami na makoreo ng team na yon. Tsaka yung mismong direction ng director namin, ang galing talaga. So, we take time talaga na, sipin niyo po yan, first time ko po mag-shoot ng project na 2 to 3 sequences a day.
Yes. And the producers, what is this movie all about po?
So this film is all about a mother and son na Korean, and they're living in the Philippines. The mom has a successful business here. However, she falls into gambling, and she ends up turning to the mob, the Korean mob, to help her with funds. And yeah, and because of that, she ends up getting abducted. So the lead actor, Nam Woo-yoon, who plays the role of Do-jun, goes and rescues his mom. So, yun na. Mamaya mag-giveaway kayong buong plot eh.
Interesting story. Okay? Thank you and best of luck sa movie.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Erwin Ogawa of Anong Ka Na. Up next, for our next question, we have Romel Gonzalez of the Showbiz Circle and Hata.
Yes, so I will burn up ang tanong sa'yo. Kasi mas kilala ka sa mga rom-com na pelikula, di ba? Ngayon action ka. Ano yung malaking may ikukwento mong malaking pagkakaiba doing a rom-com project and ngayong action style ka dito sa The Garden?
Well, para sa akin po yung rom-com, syempre very light. And sa action po, mismo yung pag-shoot po sa kanya, sobrang dami pong angulo, madami pong ways, at ibang klaseng art po talaga siya. So talagang built in po ako sa mga art director, sa mga fight scenes na choreographers kasi iba siya eh. Tapos mas may chance siya na ma-injure or what. So ako dun po sa shoot ilang beses po ako may mga gasgas sa katawan dahil sa action po na ginagawa. Kasi ako po mismo gumagawa ng mga action din na pinapagawa po sa akin. And it's a challenge talaga. Medyo malayo naman po sa rom-com na light lang, medyo pakilig-kilig lang. Dito parang kailangan mong ipakita na capable ka dun sa mismong scenes, physically.
So handa ka naman pala dun sa mga injury na dinanas mo. Before kayo mag-shoot, alam mo masasaktan ka.
Hindi ko po in-expect yung sobrang, kasi sakit po talaga ng katawan ko kada shoot namin eh. Kasi matagal po talaga, like may isang shoot po doon sa parang sa vessel ng barko. Inabot po kami ng mga 4 hours, tapos yung time ng sinut po namin is from 1 p.m. to 4. Grabe po yung araw, kasi sunog po talaga yung buong balat ko.
I'm legally obligated to say that we followed safety protocols throughout the shoot. Made sure that the actors' well-being and health was intact.
Oo naman.
We made sure that they were hydrated. There were like 300 people on that set at one point.
Like kada cut payo. Ngayon, no?
Hindi naman naiiwasan ng injuries kahit na safety protocols.
Hindi, yung mga ano lang po, yung mga konting kasi gano'n lang naman po. Hindi naman siya yung parang may nangyayari talaga. Kasi meron din naman pong, meron kami mga doubles din. Pag yung sobrang hirap na talaga ng mga 360, na mga ganun, or yung parang kailangan bumagsak sa ganito, hindi naman po kami mismo yung gagawa.
It was great that Wilbert and the rest of the cast were very willing to put themselves in the place. They did have stunt doubles available to them, but then medyo pagka,
For the reality,
for the reality, right?
For the realism of the
For the sake of the action, you know, they were really willing to put their faces on camera for the stunts.
Tapos last question ko sa inyong apat, ano yung natutunan nyo sa mga Koreanong katrabaho nyo pagdating sa paggawa ng pelikula?
Maybe you can go like from left to right. I can go last.
I think Koreans are very passionate when it comes to their filmmaking. They are very disciplined as well. So, not to say that Filipinos don't have our advantages. You know, we're very adaptable. So I think mid-production we started finding our own stride. Of course, this is being a cross-cultural production, not just in terms of in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. So we were able to learn from each other and come up with our own system. So there were, of course, challenges as with any production, but when we hit our stride, it felt great. It was a very good experience for all around.
I think they value time. Kasi sa kanila po talagang every minute counts. So walang nasasayang na oras, dapat naka-standby po lahat. Pero syempre, we can really generalize naman. Siguro yung team lang po mismo ng mga Koreans na nakatrabaho namin, very responsible and very talagang on time sa mga scheduling po namin.
To double down on that, very professional and Korean time. Like nasusunod talaga yung lahat ng ano nila. You can see in hindsight, we learn also a lot from them because their process is different. But yeah, it was interesting to see what they brought into the table and what us Filipinos also brought in. So it was a collaborative effort.
So, well, they were talking about like, the differences, but I'd also like to talk about like the similarities that we have with the Koreans. So, we're all very, very passionate about the project. The systems, yes, they are different, but I think what would be similar is that we all want to just make impactful films that have an international appeal and that would cross borders in terms of what the market would be. And I think that's a good way moving forward that I think Filipino film should also aspire to create stories that go beyond borders.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your questions. Up next, we have Ron Romulo of People's Balita.
Hello, hi Eric.
Hello.
Hello. From P-pop music, series, tapos international movie na. So, ano yung experience mo sa ganyan? Saka, ano yung mga advices na binigyan ng father mo?
He always had one advice, which is autograph your work with quality in whatever you do. So may it be music, film, or any art. He just wants me to give my best and most importantly, have fun with it. Yeah.
Hindi ka ba nanginayan na dapat mas action yung mga scene mo dito instead of comedy?
As I said earlier, I've done a few actions na rin. So this time, switch kami ni Wilbert. So it was a pretty interesting challenge. So para maiba naman, because I wanna showcase that I'm a versatile actor and in any task, I'm up for the challenge.
Isa pa, kumusta working with Wilbert? Kumusta yung ano niya, rapport niya?
Gusto ba?
Konti lang scenes natin eh.
Talaga?
Na magkasama tayo, konti lang.
Meron. A few. Yeah.
few.
Pero this whole process, I could definitely say, naging close tayo with this project. Ang dami namin similarities pala with
Off-cam.
pop culture and
Geekiness.
Yes, sobrang nerds kami and dun kami na there was a new friendship that was born in this film.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Salamat po.
Thank you. Before we move on to our next question, para mas maganda lang po sa picture, usod lang po ang mga producers natin dito. Para kita kayo lahat sa photos kasi natatapan on the side. Ayan. Okay, better! Mas kita na kayo lahat. Kitang-kita na po ang kagwapuhan ng mga producers natin. Okay. Moving forward, we have Ann Venancio of Police Files.
Hello po, good afternoon. Kay Eric po at kay Wilbert. Since action yung film, nag-undergo ba kayo ng training or like paano kayo nag-prepare sa role niyo?
Sa action po, nung sinabi ko sa akin yung role, pauwi na po ako ng Davao. 24, December 24. And then, wala na po, hindi na po ako nagbakasyon talaga. Pinuno ko na pa yung schedule ko ng Christmas break ng puro training po dun sa Davao. Kasi yung shoot po namin is January 3. Ganun po ka-tight. So, binubook ko po yung sarili ko dun sa Davao para mag-training, para pagdating dun sa mismo set, hindi po ako magmukhang tanga. So, yan po. Kasi first ko po siya yan and wala po ako masyadong training talaga or experience sa kahit anong martial arts. So, yun po. At feel ko naman po na tawid ko.
Hindi naman halata dun sa...
Halata na.
Gawa ka ng sobrang bro. Which you are naman.
Sinipagan ko naman po.
Ang ganda ng action sequence.
Sa comedy.
For me naman, the preparation I didn't have much action scenes. I had that intro, pero hindi naman sobrang I needed to prepare for it. What I needed to prepare for was the entirety of the film. I'm organized when it comes to scheduling. Pero do you remember my script?
He had a really crazy binder with all of his notes on every line, and we were going through it, and it was very
Naka-highlight
detailed.
and naka-post-it which day, ganyan. So, skinedule ko talaga. I prepared physically and mentally. Nag-gym pa rin ako, nag-workout. Just to, because it was gonna be a month full of straight shooting. So, para hindi mapagod. So, I had cardio and all. I talagang prepared for it.
Sa producer po, buti po napili niyo po na sa Philippines pa rin siya i-shoot kahit po merong
Yes. When we had our initial discussions with the Korean team, the director and the writer and the producers, we really wanted to have a feeling of what is it like to be in the streets of Manila, but let's not go for the poverty porn. Let's go for something that cultural, and we also wanted to show them that there are different other locations that they can shoot in sa Philippines. That's why we had the shipyard scene, we had like the city scene, then we had this really nice mansion that we shot at as the lair of the bad guy. So we wanted to give them what it would, the full Philippine experience of what it's like to be shooting here. That's why we made sure that none of the shots were going to be in studio. Everything was all going to be practical. Like even the lighting, we made it as much practical as we could, just so that it's going to be an authentic experience for the viewer to see na yung Pilipinas, hindi lang yung makikita natin sa documentary.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Ann Venancio of Police Files. Up next, we have Jojo Pananigan of Rider PH.
Thank you. My question goes to Wilbert and Eric. Nagkaroon ba kayo ng chance to bond with the Korean actors? Hindi ba sila na nagkaroon ng culture shock quote-unquote sa Pilipinas? And how did you give them that world-famous Filipino welcome or hospitality? Maybe we can start.
Lumabas po kami. May parang sa break namin.
Gumimik po kami.
Yung unang yung sa Metro Tent ba yun? So lumabas po kami, tapos parang, kasi nakakatawa po kasi naging close kami, hindi kami magkaintindihan. Ganon-ganon lang. Nagkaintindihan naman konti. Ganon. Tapos nag-party din tayo, no? Nilabas natin sila Wuyon doon. Nag-party.
Hindi ko alam yan. Mga secret gimmick yan, ha?
Then nag-BGC kami for a bit. We showed them, what BGC is like, siyempre the main nightlife. Ganyan.
May mga tinanong ba sila about sa Pilipinas, sa Pilipino na kinaaliw mo? Or familiar na sila sa kultura?
Siguro sa food, you know,
Sa food.
we introduce our delicacies and our
Ah, you
home
did?
food. Yes. Try namin yung sisig when we went out. Those typical Filipino foods.
Mababait po yung team na ano namin. Kaya di ba kahit after po ng shoot, nag-message yung mga stuntman na nakatrabaho namin Koreans, na ganun po.
Thank you. To the producers, palalabas din po sa Korea.
Yes, actually lumabas na po siya
Tapos na.
June 17. Tapos we've also already secured international distribution through Lionsgate Pictures. So this will be shown all over the world.
Although not just the region.
Not just Korea, yes.
Wow, that's masyado malaking break, ano? Congratulations.
Salamat.
Hindi pa palalagyan, yes. We are going to get Lionsgate.
Congrats, guys.
Ngayon lang, ngayon ko na nalaman yun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Jojo Panaligan of Rider PH. For our next batch, please do stand by Jude Nardo of Marites University, Miss Dali Ann Carvajal of Philstar, Bobby Recantina of Pop News and News Central, Nas Tabares of Pelicula Mania, and Jomar Drummond of World of Joms. Our next question will be coming from Jude Nardo of Marites University. Moving forward, we have Miss Dali Ann Carvajal of Philstar.
Or Wilbert, hi Wilbert. And
Miss Dali.
nanonood ba kayo ng K-pop? Maiba lang. Pero Korean pa rin. Nanonood ba kayo? Familiar kayo?
K-pop?
Ay, yung K-drama.
K-drama.
Sorry.
Yes.
May napanood po ako. Meron na po mga
Ako po
action.
heavily into K-pop and K-drama.
Sige, so, kasi ito action naman. Kung bigyan kayo ng chance to do a Pinoy version of a K-drama, anong K-drama pipiliin niyo? And sino gusto niyo makapareha na Korean actress?
Han So-hee. Yeah. I would love to do a rom-com and a K-drama.
Which K-drama would you like to do a Pinoy version?
Business proposal.
Wala ng cancel.
Mukha na nga kayo Korean pareho. Na-imbibe nyo na ata. Itsura.
Madaming K-drama na I'm very interested in and would love to explore. But I'm more on rom-com. That's my goal. Yeah.
Hot Wilbert. Ano?
Yung napanood ko po, gusto ko yung action na Vagabond. Vagabond, ayun po. Gusto ko po yun. Tapos, ganda din nung lead actress dun. So, kung may chance po.
Thank you. Congrats.
Oh, si Bae Suzy yun.
Jesus.
Yes po.
Thank you.
Okay po.
Thank you. That was Miss Dali Ann
Nandito na si June.
Let's start up next. We have June Nardo of Marites University.
Kasi talaga. Kay Wilbert na lang. Wilbert, after doing this, na medyo matagal na pala, and then you did some rom-com, ano mas gusto mo gawin?
Ano ba? Anong mas gusto ko po?
Gawin, oo. Kasi matagal na itong sabi mo, di ba?
Yes po. Iba po yung ano, like, kung komportable po talaga ako sa comedy or rom-com. Kasi nalalabas ko po yung, feel ko yun po yung best ako. Pero iba din po kasi pag gumagawa din ng thing na hindi mo usual na ginagawa. So, sige po, sa rom-com pa din po talaga. Rom-com pa din.
Paano pipilitan ka rin sabi ni Dali, ha?
Ano ba?
Paano pipilitan ka rin sabi ni Dali?
Ay, hindi ba? Na-appreciate ko po kasi first action movie ko po siya. Tapos, actually, nag-training po ako ng ilang months sa boxing, kickboxing, in case mabigyan ng bagong action. Tapos hindi na po ako nabigyan. So, tumigil na din po ako sa training.
Tumigil ka. Kaya doon ka na sa mas mabuti yun dahil marami kang fans na mami, di ba?
Yes po.
Si Eric, bakit medyo natagalan niya bago ka na-expose ulit?
Oo nga po eh.
Oo, di ba? Naramdaman mo rin yun?
I'm sorry?
Naramdaman mo rin? Ang tagal yata bago ka na-expose.
Yes, pero I think it comes in perfect time na ngayon tuloy-tuloy naman.
Ano
I
ba?
just got off from 2 series, yung I Love You Since 1892, Project Loki.
Okay.
And what a way to, end the year, this quarter with The Guardian.
Ngayon ka lang namin nakaharap kasi. So,
More on music po ako before, P-pop.
Ah?
More on music po ako before. Nag-P-pop solo artist po ako. Yes.
Okay, Jay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was June Nardo of Marites University. For our next question, we have Bobby Recantina of Pop News and News Central.
Hello, maganda na hapon. Kay Wesley and Mike, were you able to meet yung expectations in terms of acting, yung general result ng movie? Or nag-exceed ba yung expectations na hinahanap mo sa movie?
Okay, well, I would say that the expectations were met. We were able to come up with a really good film in terms of action and what we were able to create with the Koreans in terms of partnerships. Because this is not going to be just the first. We're really looking at several Korean projects that we're going to be shooting here, which we can talk about later. So that's the main expectation on my end as an executive for the studio. Yeah, so we definitely have more projects coming in, like with Korean stars, maybe next year.
I think production is really, for me, was really an adventure. And as to what you would expect when something new happens, is you really don't know what will come, except that you'll be open to the opportunities. And so, the fruits of this movie aren't just the movie itself, but like partnerships with and co-productions with other countries. So I really feel like we're at this point in time where global situation of production is shifting, and the Philippines is really well positioned to capture a lot of that. Create more and more intellectual property coming out from the Philippines. To have more voices and more directors, more producers come out and really just create, and have their place on the global stage.
Congratulations. And then kay Eric and Wilbert, konting kwento without spoiling any yung mangyayari. Sa akin nahirapan or nag-enjoy sa role nyo dito sa The Guardian? Any scene or any moment na talagang memorable para sa iyo? Without
Daming memorable.
Favorite action scene mo talaga?
Yeah.
Favorite action scene, yung sa kotse po, may parang kalaban po ako mga 6 o 8 atang tao, sabay-sabay po yun. So, ang angas ko po dun.
Sobrang angas.
Kasi ang angas ko po dun.
I was just being myself this whole time. I remember when you asked me how much of Coco is me. I said, that's me. Just off-screen, the non-showbiz persona, just the wacky comedic vibe. Yeah. Just being natural.
Thank you. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was Bobby Recantina of Pop News and News Central. Up next, we have Naz Tabares of Pelikula Mania.
Hello, sa producers natin, pwede pa kikwento who contacted, paano siya nagsimula yung kwento, like, paano nagkaroon yung casting din ng Korean and Filipino.
So initially, we invited these Korean. Actually, nagsimula yun sa golf game. And I was playing golf with like a friend of mine, and then I was talking about what we were doing and we're negotiating for virtual production, like those net balls. And so he mentioned that he had some Korean filmmaker friends who would be interested to go and talk to us. So when they came over to the Philippines, they presented the idea for the script. And they proposed that, why don't we do a full-on co-production instead of just like a line production job where Koreans go here, they pay us to shoot something for them. We work on something together. And I really like the idea of that, being able to step on the Korean stage as Filipinos. I wanted to bring honor to Filipino filmmakers and show and open the door. I haven't really heard or met any other Filipino filmmakers right now who's done a full-on co-production with a Korean production company. So, we wanted to explore that. And so, siguro it took 6 months of negotiation and going through script rewrites, and siguro we went through like maybe 7 drafts of the script until we finally came on an agreement with what the final script is going to be. You wanna chime in?
Nagkaroon po ba ng support from the government?
So, well, we were able to, ask sa mga locations, we had to ask for yung mga some tulong. I don't want to say anything negative. Yan. But sometimes kasi minsan yung mga government people pa yung nagpapahirap. Yan. Which is kind of sad. But some LGUs naman were very, very helpful. Yeah. So I think it really depends on where, siguro which area, and so yun sa how willing the people would be to help. Kasi yung isang experience namin nung sa simula is, international production, may pera yan. Yung iniisip. So we had to change locations because of that, because they were trying to force us to cough up more money for permits. And I'm not gonna say which LGU. Yan. So nung paglipat namin, very supportive naman yung sa kabila. So we're very happy to work with Quezon City actually. Yan, for this. And
I will say in general, it's a work in progress. I also advocate for government to provide more support for their filmmakers and to be very positive about it. The things are changing. They're more aware now of what the community needs. They're at least trying to dialogue with filmmakers more now. I won't say it's a perfect system right now, but
it's definitely a work in progress.
I think as what was said, they are starting to show more support for productions like this.
Kay Wilbert and kay Eric, anong reaction nyo na i-release siya worldwide?
Ngayon lang namin napalitan.
Ngayon lang po namin nalaman na worldwide pala siya. Surprising and happy po syempre. Surprise. Happy po at saka syempre parang ilan po ba itong pangalawa pa lang po ata. Yung una yung nocturne, tapos pangalawa po ito. So, big thing for me.
Parang saying bucket list is an understatement. It's such a dream to have as an actor, to have your face seen by the whole world is such an accomplishment. And we're just grateful for Parallax and Viva for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Nas Tabares of Pelikula Mania. Up next, we have Joman of World of Joms.
So hi, for the actors, Eric and Wilbert. So my question is, I heard kasi nagkaroon din ng audition. So how was your experience during the auditions? Tapos, paano yung nalaman that you landed though?
Tinawag po sana tayo na parang ako na daw po dun sa parang kalaban po ng bida. First ko din po ata yung na villain role. Ito po ata yung first ko na villain role. So, tignan niyo lang po mukha pa ako nakakatalo. Hindi po ako sure. Pero yun po, sinabi po sa akin kasi nung sa audition po kasi sinabi na sa akin na hindi ko nakuha yung role na isa. So parang, okay, tinanggap ko na. So bigla na lang ako tinawagan na, we got the role sa ibang So, yun po.
That worked out pretty good. For me, I found out when I was in Hong Kong with my mom's birthday. Tinawagan niya ako. Tapos, broke down the news. Yung si Jim ako, sumiiyak na, I got the part! And I was just so happy. The audition process naman, I just gave everything. I just gave my best. Like, lahat ng ginawang training ko, lahat ng workshops, lahat ng past projects, parang it all boiled down to that moment. So I just gave my best. Aside from na nagpasa kami ng video, nag-audition kami live in front of the Koreans and all the producers. So every big name in Vivo was there to audition. And yeah, the rest is history.
Ito yung ginawa mong video.
Because I direct, if I'm not in front of the camera, I'm behind. I direct, I produce also. I have a video production also with our friends. So lahat ng projects ko,
Ano ko lang, yung sinend ko po kasi naka-selfie lang. Arte-arte lang sa camera. At sana yung mga sinend ko?
yung sinend ko, buong short film.
Naka-full prod siya. As in, may mga extras, may lahat.
Tapos yung script na pinadala to say it, di ba usually self-audition tape. Nagtawag talaga ako ng production, guys, we're shooting a film tonight. Yung kung ano yung nasa script, ginawa kong pelikula talaga with full editing, full production. Pero they didn't get to watch it actually. They watched it after the live audition. So parang natuwa din ako na they like me first live.
It was the first scene, right? That you, which one was the audition tape? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, was it the first scene that you?
Madaming improv pinagawa din on the spot. Like si Yasi had to
Yeah, she had to
cry.
cry. Like she had to
They
act
were
out the
really
entire scene. Like
checking our range within that span of short audition. Medyo nakakakaba. It's not like our normal VTR na talagang you could read the room that the energy was really high.
Eh, follow-up question kay Wilbert. Sinabi mo kasi first time mo maging kalaban. How was it na maging kalaban? Masaya ba maging kalaban?
Bago po sa akin maging kalaban, bago po sa akin yung role na parang cool. Tanga-tanga po kasi lagi yung nabibigay sa akin. So, bago po sa akin yung lagi ganun lang, yung hindi masyadong wala, parang hindi pa, yung ngiti ko po, walang bilang lang po yung ngiti doon, tapos parang sarcastic ngiti pa. So, sobrang ibang-iba po yung Wilbert na makikita dito.
isang beses ko lang yata ngumiti dun eh.
Yeah, I think. Yung yung parang throwback ata.
Yung throwback lang.
So yun po.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was Jomer Jomen of World of Joms. For our next batch, we have Jezreel Eli, Ian Lee Estrella, Tito Ian, Jacob Manang of Jacob TV, and Carlos Aragon of Mega Pelicula. Our next question will be coming from Jezreel Eli.
Hello. Ay, congratulations.
Hey Jen.
Hello,
What's
kumusta?
up, Jez?
Kumusta? And question ko lang, no? How was it working with Jong Jong-won, who has been part of the Korean film industry for years and has worked with some of its biggest stars sa Korea? Actually, nakita ko, direct ko sa Steel Rain, siya pala yung director, assistant director doon. So, which is, na-enjoy ko siyang action thriller. So, what are some things you learned from him that you wish you could see applied more in Philippine cinema?
He was, yun nga, medyo difficult at first, especially the first day. Medyo may language barrier talaga. But we had, I don't know, like a dozen.
Like 10 translators.
Yeah, a dozen. So medyo, hindi mo maiwasan na may lost in translation. But at the end of the day, we know who he is and his accomplishments. So we, as an actor, we want to try our best. So basta pag umana na siya, good. We know we did our part. Good.
Naintindihan ko ng good, parang maganda yung nagawa ko. Ganun. So, okay naman po siya. At parang at first magtataka ka na bakit, okay na ba yun? Alam mo yun, parang okay na kaya yun, pero parang
did I give my best?
Okay na kaya yun sa akin. Yun pala sa, siyempre, tinitignan niya yung mga shots, ibig sabihin, maganda na talaga yung nakuha. So, you need to trust him lang talaga.
Yeah, and what I liked about him, he allowed us to be, to have improv lines and actions. He wanted to see what we would do as a character. So may aspect siyang ganun, which I appreciate.
Sige. Follow-up ko lang, no? Based sa mga answer niyo, parang may mga nagulat kayo na, ganito pala yung pag-work nila, yung edit nila sa pag-film. Like, ano pa yung pwede nyo ma-share sa amin na na-surprise kayo na, ganito pala yung ginagawa nila to, yung tawag dito, yung pagtakal nila sa gantong eksena, meron bang parang tumatak sa isip nyo na, ganito pala sila gumawa ng ano?
Ako na-push po ako dun sa, lalo sa action team, yung sa Mongdol Action. Kasi may mga times kasi na parang feel ko na hindi ko kaya. Pero like, pinupush, hindi, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Parang may, pero Korean po baga kasabi yan. Hindi baga. So, yung parang ganun po, kasi parang may ano po dun sa parang top ng car ata na parang kailangan sumipa ako. So, natakot ako sa may barbor sa gilid. Eh, malayo naman. Pero like, praning lang ako kasi first time ko. Pero sabi niya, hey, you can do it. You're an action star. You can do it. Pero hindi mo ganun na yun. Yung magkakasabi. So, ayun po. Nag-assume lang ako na ganun yung sinabi niya. Pero, yun po. So, sobrang supportive po nila. Talagang, like, pinupush nila ako na parang, ay, parang, hindi ko kaya yan. So, parang, hindi, kaya mo yan. Pero hindi mo ganun talaga. Pero yun po. So, sobrang supportive po nila.
Fun naman yung vibe, pero I did break character all throughout until the ending. Especially with Namon Yun, I wanted to be professional. Pero nung bandang huli medyo nagkaka-bloopers na konti. Pero syempre at first you would want to impress them. So we really did our job and gave our best. Pero light naman, it wasn't stiff at all. Friendly naman everyone working with them. Yeah.
Ang galing-galing. Thank you. Talagang nakita ko na they really believe na sa mga Filipino talents and congratulations sa inyo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your questions. Up next, we have Ian Lee Estrella, Tito Ian.
Hi, congratulations sa new movie. Yung question ko lang is, nabanggit niyo na 2024, parang nag-start yung shooting and production.
Yeah.
Production. Ano yung mga naging major challenges? Bakit it had to be pushed to this stage?
Yeah, actually, so like the main challenge why it took so long to release is we're contractually bound to have the Koreans show the film first, and as you well know, the Korean film industry is like far larger than what we have now, and most of the screens were not available. So just booking the screens was very difficult. It took 2 years down the line for us to be able to secure like the theatrical spot. And then in terms of the editing process, it took some time. Action films really do take a lot of time to shoot because of continuity, the angles, and then matching yung sa color grading. So a lot of the post-production issues were with regard to that. Actually, even just bringing the hard drives is like a bit of a challenge because we really had to go and bring the physical drives over there. It was going to be too expensive to have everything all on the cloud, you know. So yeah, we had to really take the time to do that, and we would fly back and forth to Korea to have our discussions. But yeah, it came out naman na okay, and we had a pretty successful premiere in Korea. So it was worth the wait.
Second question ko would be for everyone. Since Korean films are, like you mentioned, parang mas advanced in a way when it comes to our films. Since this is an avenue para may makuhang magandang parang aspects from Korean film, ano yung sa tingin nyo pwedeng i-apply sa mga Filipino films na to make it better?
Support po. Support from
Government support.
Government support. Kasi I think hindi naman po talaga I think pinaka-difference na po usually from Filipino films sa international films are the budget. Really the budget talaga. Kasi naniniwala naman po ako na pag binigyan po mo ng magandang budget yung mga Filipino filmmakers, talagang kaya nilang pantayin yung mga nagagawa ng mga internationals.
How about
yeah, the Korean government gave some support for this with regard to not just bookings but also financial support. They really put in money on that side. So malaking bagay talaga able to get like really good actors to work with us.
there's a lot. Yeah, I think when we have correct systems in place, which I believe is happening right now as we're speaking, it's a lot easier for creative people to focus on doing their job well, right? So we're not so focused on things like logistics, budget. You know, there would be a question of like of how things would be funded when things are already set in place. So hopefully, moving forward, we are able to hit our stride as a nation, and again, things are happening behind the scenes, but once we're able to be more free, and for there to be more diverse support for other types of films as well, so that because now that it's almost an all season environment for entertainment, right? You know, you don't really have set times when movies should be coming out, because every day there's a release happening. So I think that just gives more chances for different genres and different types of stories to be told.
Thank you so much. Really excited to watch your film, guys. Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Ian D. Estrella, Tito Ian. Up next, we have Jake Kamanangan of Jayco TV.
Hello guys, hi. I'm Jayco TV. Congratulations to the trailer and of course to the cast. Anyone who can answer, can you give us a little background or without any spoiler, why the movie is titled The Guardian?
So yeah, The Guardian revolves around a mother and son. In which case, you're always expecting the mother to be the guardian, but in this case, since the mother, who is supposed to be the guardian, becomes the victim, you know, the roles have been reversed, and we see the transformation of his character from becoming like more of a lone wolf to actually becoming someone who fits the role of a guardian and protects the people around him and his friends and his family. So that's why it's called The Guardian. But I think the Korean title is Kidnapping 48 Hours. So that's the Korean title. Because she's given 2 days to rescue the mom.
It's all about mother, yeah. My second question for Wilbert and Eric, sorry.
No, my nickname is E also.
Yeah. What are the Filipino or Korean elements na pwede naming makita sa pelikula?
Korean elements, the sport, their national sport, the taekwondo, is very present in the film.
The choreography was very taekwondo based, which isn't as common.
I think the humor is very Pinoy. May feel lang, kasi based sa trailer, parang Pinoy na Pinoy yung flavor ng rom-com. Ay, yung mismong comedy na style. So, ito.
We're looking forward to see that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Carlos Aragon of Mega Pelikula.
Hello, congratulations. Tanong ko lang po, dahil nga sinabi niyo na hindi i-highlight ng The Guardians ang parang sa documentary ng international, yung poverty porn, yung parang nasa low class ng Philippines. Sa good side na, ano yung mga good side na ipapakita ng The Guardians about sa Philippines, especially yung mga gandang ipapakita nyo sa mga scene dito?
We want to show the Koreans that we have an amazing crew. We have really good locations, like world-class locations that can compare with any other location abroad. And we wanted to showcase the diversity of those the different cities in Manila, and what it's also like to be outside the city. So, and then we showcase also the bayanihan spirit of his character helping out the main character even though he doesn't really have to. So the stuff about the the Filipino personality that we want to show.
Yeah. Ang ganda nga niya kasi ipapakita yung pagiging bayanihan and iba't ibang traits ng Pilipino and yung Pilipinas. Sinasabi niyo rin na parang nagkaroon kayo ng problem about LGU and merong mga pahirap. Gusto ko lang matanong if ano pa yung mga naging pahirap sa inyo, especially na shooting kayo nito sa Pilipinas.
The traffic situation is really a big factor in terms of production because we had to transfer to several locations in the city, and as everyone here knows, from point A to point B, it could already be like a 1 hour travel time. So we always have to keep on adjusting to that. And if we didn't have the traffic problem, I think we could have even shortened the number of shooting days that we'd have done, and thus saved a little bit more of the budget. For me, that's really the most difficult. Like the logistics of it was really the most difficult part. With regard to the language barrier, I mean, nowadays, we have all of these translation apps, and it was fortunate that we have very good translators who also doubled as department members, so they were also able to help out in production with regard to that. So that's really the main obstacle. It's really the logistics of it, and also equipment. Equipment wise, there's not the same number of equipment rental houses here as compared to Korea. So in terms of equipment rental rates, we actually partnered with Burns and Sawyer Hollywood to get equipment from there because it was going to be cheaper getting equipment from the United States rather than renting from here because of the specialized equipment that we needed for the shoot. And during that time, 2 years ago, it was also the writers and actors strike in America. So there were absolutely no jobs in California at that time. So we were able to get the equipment at a very, very good rate. So yeah.
Alright, for my last question for actors and producers. Tuloy-tuloy na ba itong collaboration with Korean and Philippines?
100%.
Ikaw, Wilbur. And
Pagkukunin pa ako ulit ni Service.
Additional tayo.
Additional kami ulit. Nag-aantay lang ako kami mabigyan eh. Pero sana po tuloy-tuloy na din para tumawid na po ito kasi alam naman natin yung Filipino ngayon talagang fanatic talaga sa K-drama, So, ayan po.
alright, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. That was Carlos Aragon of Mega Pelicula. That concludes your Q&A. Thank you so much for all your questions. And before we move on, do we have anything upcoming for our producers and our actors aside from The Guardian?
Just plugging in a couple of my projects. I'm also the director and producer of Nurse the Dead, which is on iWant. So we just concluded the season. So please watch that. And then we also have 2 films coming up with Koreans. It's called Outsider and Fury. That's going to be in production hopefully by next year. And we also have an entry for the FAMAS short film competition with Eric actually. So that's and Claudine Barreto. So silang dalawa yung artista dun sa short film namin. So hopefully mapanood niyo rin yan.
I have a new upcoming music and one track back at P-pop. My first Tagalog track, so very excited.
Meron po kaming basketball ngayong August 16. Ano ka po promote? Promote, di ba? Tama naman Bakit? Kasi basketball po sa Araneta po. Ayan po, so mga hindi pa po nakakuha ng ticket, madami po artista doon. So, manood po kayo ng basketball ngayong August 16 sa Araneta, and then magsisimula na po.
Sinong teammates mo, bro?
Mga Viva One. Tapos kalaban natin
Thanks,
mga Viva Raiders.
AFTI.
Next year, malay mo. So Viva 1 po yung, Viva Records po yung kalaban namin. And then, ayun po, PMAC din, magsistart na po kami mag-shoot.
Hey!
And last quarter.
Give it up for Wilbert.
Last quarter po. And ayun po yung grand launch po ng Superhero Universe ko ngayong September 6 sa Super Manila Comic Con.
Hey, let's go!
Ayun din po. So, ayun.
One toy na yun.
Oo. Tama. Tapos Sunset Avenue po na brand. May mga shades po. Yun po. Bili po ngayon ng shades. And then Strato, body spray. Ayun po. Love You Lads din po. Showing na po ngayon. Ngayon po, episode 4 na po yung Love You Lads. So, nasa Viva 1 po. Subscribe niyo po sa Viva 1. Okay na po.
Yes, Wes said we'll be hopefully entering pre-production for our next co-production in Korea called Fury this year. Also working on a fully animated 3D feature film. This one is going to be a French co-production. And then also I'm working on a slate of microdramas with fellow producer Paolo over there and Gino, our second unit director for The Guardian. So yeah, we lots of things to look forward to.
Shout out to like the technical crew, those guys. Yeah, they made this happen.
And I think that's it. May ihahabol pa ba si Wilbert? Yes, go ahead.
May Cebu Davao din po na concert po. October 10 saka October 25 po. Written by Davao Cebu din po. Ticket selling po bukas naman sa concert po. Bukas na po mag-open. So,
Congratulations to the upcoming projects of our producers and our actors. And this time, please invite everyone to watch your film, The Guardian, September 2. Go ahead.
Inaanyayahan po namin kayo manood ng The Guardian, showing this
September 2.
It's been 2 years.
Yes po.
Worth the wait. Alam niyo naman, we worked really hard on this and proves to show international films take a long time to create and produce. But yeah, it's worth the wait, guys. I'm excited till the end of the month.
Yeah. So I'd like to invite everyone, please watch The Guardian, September 2, coming out in cinemas near you. And yeah, please watch our labor of love. And yeah, I think it's one of the first Korean co-productions, Filipino Korean co-productions ever. So yeah, help us do this again.
Wilbert, Sir Micah, any few words before
Yeah, I think
wrap
we're
up?
gonna have the premiere on August 31. Yeah, August 31 is like the premiere. Yeah, on in SM Mega Mall. So we'll have the Koreans coming over as well. So sana lahat sila pero hindi ko sigurado. So we're still working on that.
And I think that's it. Thank you very much and congratulations to Team The Guardian. And kindly stand up once again for our last photo op. Thank you very much. And by the way, to Eric and Wilbert, would you like to say hi to all the viewers on live?
Hello po sa lahat ng viewers at maraming salamat din po sa mga fans na pumunta here. And may bago nga po pala akong kanta sa last week ng August po. Release po. Sorry, nakalimutan ko.